I genuinely think that Many Clouds is going to land the National for the second time. He's a genuine national type. He loves Aintree, and he's proven that the weight won't be a problem, and I think he's going to become the first horse since Red Rum to land back-to-back Nationals.
And I agree.
I like One Night in Vienna, trained by Philip Hobbs. He's a lightly raced novice, only run 4 times. The key line of form is he finished second to RSA Chase winner Black Lion earlier this season at Cheltenham.
Many Clouds. I just think with the way that he carried the top weight last year and how he performed and jumped around those Aintree fences, he is odds on to do it again, and I would love to see him do it.
Well, my tip for the National is Rule the World. This is a Gigginstown-owned horse, and he was a very good horse over hurdles, and he's got good form over fences. Never won over fences before. This can be a first time.
My national fancy this year is Saint R for Tom George. He was an excellent second to Many Clouds last year. He waited to get close again, and having had an ideal preparation this time around, it should go really well.
I fancy Morning Assembly to run a big race at Aintree. He was a really classy novice chaser a couple of seasons ago. Hasn't been seen much since, but he's come back from injury really well this season. Gradually been brought to the boil and ran a really nice race at the Cheltenham Festival last time.
I really fancy Tony Martin's Gallant Oscar to win the Grand National. Really good handicap form last season. Placed behind the Druid's Nephew at Cheltenham. One at the Punchestown Festival.
Looking out the window, it's dry out there now. It needs to be dry in Liverpool. If it is, then I think Holywell will run very well. If not, I think Many Clouds, but hopefully Holywell.
The Crabbies Grand National, my selection. Well, on the day the weights came out, I backed 2 horses. One was Cause of Causes, he won't get in. One will, however, and that is Holywell. He could absolutely hate it, but if he doesn't, he's a sort of horse that will be really energised by those green spruce fences.
My Grand National bet is Gallant Oscar for Tony Martin. He's been very eye-catching in his runs this season and should improve for the step up in distance.
The one I fancy is Holywell, potentially £4 well in after a cracking run at Cheltenham. Hopefully Richie McLernan can get him into a nice jumping rhythm. He can hunt around for the first circuit and then hopefully strike late on for connections.
So my tip for the Grand National this year would be the Druid's Nephew. I thought he was travelling really strongly last year when he fell. He's got a nice handicap, and I think at 16 to 1 he's got a very good chance.
My tip for this year's Grand National is Union East. I think he has class, although it's a while ago, to win the race, but more importantly, I think he's been steadily prepared to peak on Grand National Day.
Well, the horse I'm backing in the National is Cruise Linen. Really good winner at Kempton on his first run for Philip Hobbs. Richard Johnson, he's never won the Grand National, unbelievably. I think this year is going to be his year.